Imagine you're walking through a lush prehistoric jungle. The air is thick with the sounds of rustling leaves and distant roars. Suddenly you hear a thud. Something big is coming. You turn around and there it is, the Carnotaurus. With its tiny arms, massive jaws, and horns, this dinosaur is like the rock star of the Cretaceous, and today we're diving into what made it so unique. First off, let's break down the name. Carnotaurus means meat-eating bull, and trust me, it lives up to its title. This predator roamed South America about 70 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. It was around 25 feet long, weighed up to 2 tons, and had a set of features that made it stand out. Speaking of standing out, let's talk about those horns. They weren't just for show. Scientists think they might have been used for display, combat, or even to impress potential mates. Think of them as the dinosaur equivalent of a fedora. Now let's address the elephant in the room, those arms, or should I call them nubs? Seriously, Carnotaurus had the tiniest arms out of any known dinosaur. Carnotaurus' arms are often a point of fascination or amusement. They were even smaller than those of a T-Rex and they lacked functional claws. However, these arms weren't entirely useless. They were likely used for display or communication, perhaps during courtship or territorial disputes. But what Carnotaurus lacked in arm strength, it made up for in speed. This dinosaur was built like a sprinter. Its long, powerful legs and lightweight body suggest it could reach speeds of up to 30 to 35 miles per hour. Its muscular tail also played a key role in its agility. Unlike the stiff tails of some other theropods, Carnotaurus' tail was flexible and acted as a counterbalance during high-speed chases. This adaptation allowed it to make quick turns and maintain stability while pursuing prey. In a world where speed often meant the difference between a meal and starvation, Carnotaurus was a master of the chase. Now let's talk about the business end of the Carnotaurus, its skull and jaws. This predator had a short, deep skull with powerful jaw muscles, perfect for delivering bone-crushing bites. But here's the kicker. Its jaws were designed to open wide, almost like a snake. This allowed it to swallow smaller prey whole. Talk about a fast food diet. Despite its fearsome appearance, Carnotaurus had a surprisingly weak bite force compared to other large theropods. Its jaws were more suited for quick slashing bites. This suggests that the Carnotaurus may have relied on its speed and agility to wear down prey rather than overpowering it with brute strength. Sometimes finesse is just as important as power. One of the coolest things we know about Carnotaurus is that we actually know what its skin looked like. Fossilized skin impressions show that it was covered in a small, bumpy scales called osteoderms, with larger scales running across its back. One of Carnotaurus' most intriguing features was its forward-facing eyes. Unlike many other theropods which had eyes on the side of their heads, Carnotaurus' eyes were positioned to provide binocular vision. This adaptation gave it excellent depth perception, making it a highly effective hunter, useful when chasing down fast-moving prey. This predator didn't just rely on brute strength, it had the precision of a sharpshooter. So there you have it, the Carnotaurus, a horned, speedy, tiny-armed predator that ruled its corner of the Cretaceous world. It may not have been the biggest or strongest, but it was definitely one of the most unique, and who knows, maybe one day we'll discover even more about this fascinating dinosaur. Until then, stay curious, and remember, if you ever meet a Carnotaurus, just don't challenge it to a race.